Hi everyone, it's arrived. Okay, so hello everyone in YouTube land. Today is the first of a two-part video I'm going to do on installing a Navpod into the MR2. Now, I had a few people, or quite a few people actually, contact me and say, did I plan to do this? Could I do this project? And so I thought, why not? As some of you will have seen, I've already got an Android unit in the car, so I don't need it for that point of view, but I thought it would be an interesting product to try and certainly interesting for the channel. So I was aware that they are quite rare in terms of the original Toyota unit. They're quite hard to get hold of. So I had a look about and just to see who, if anybody, was producing a copy of these units. They do come up in Japan from time to time, and you can contact people like Jesse Streeter, who is offers a very good service, and I've used him, and I've got a front splitter on the way. I found two companies that supply the unit for a reasonable amount of money. One in the UK, I contacted them, and I also contacted a company called CL Performance, who are in Russia. Now, I've subsequently found out that they're actually a partnership with a US company called MidshipGarage.com. MidshipGarage.com, I shall put a link for both in the video description, so you can go and have a look at their sites. CL Performance, if you've got an MR2 Spyder, Roadster, MRS, you will probably have heard of both of these companies. Certainly if you're in the US, you would have probably heard of MidshipGarage.com, because I think they're probably quite a popular supplier for you guys. But the actual fabricating house, CL Performance, are making a lot of interesting stuff for our cars, and if you you might have seen their posts on Instagram from both companies. So they were an interesting proposition, so I contacted them as well. The UK company, they didn't even come back to me, didn't reply at all. And I contacted both and said to them, would they be interested in offering me the product at a discount price, so I can show everybody what it's like. I might generate some sales for them as well, hopefully, and do a small project about it. And CL Performance and Midship came back and said, yep, we'd be happy to do that. So for a bit of a discount, here it is, it's arrived. I haven't actually even opened it yet, so we'll see what that it actually looks like in a bit. So how did I find, from my personal point of view, dealing with the two companies? Both were friendly, they responded very quickly. From the day I actually paid for the item, it took them a couple of days to post it, but from Russia to the UK to my door delivered was 5 days, which I thought was really good. If I had any questions along the way about certain things, they came back to me very quickly. Now, I've heard some stories of people being supplied skirts and things, and they've been cut in half, and people thought that was a bit poor, but in actual fact, if you use importers and they've got to post things over a large distance, they will actually offer you that option to bring down the postage cost. And certainly Jesse Streeter, when I was, that organisation, when I was talking to them about importing a front lip, JDM lip for the Toyota, which is another project coming up this year, they did offer me the option of pretty much just bending the thing in half to reduce the postage costs, which I didn't want them to do, so I went for the higher costs. But you know, that kind of thing is offered, and I know some people have sort of laughed about that online, but it could well be those people requested that. I don't know, I wasn't involved with that. All I can talk about is my experiences with them. So while I was waiting for that to turn up, I sourced a 7-inch tablet screen. It's a Samsung tablet to actually go in the thing. So I bought that, and let's have a look at it itself. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so we're getting there. Here we go. Now, one thing I can say before I've even sort of opened this is this thing is it is solid. It is sturdy. I thought there'd be a bit of flex in it. The item itself is made from fiberglass. Now, by its nature, compared to the original Navpod, the fiberglass will have should have a little more flex in it. So, just as it is at the moment, I'm quite surprised at how solid this thing feels. It's certainly well wrapped. Okay. So this is it. It's a bit dusty. That's fine. That's fine. You can expect that. But I'll tell you what. This thing is solid. So let's just show the camera there. That's obviously how it will sit in the car. And I'll cover all this when we do the installation video. So you don't need to worry about. You know, I'm not going to talk about how it fits in the car as such. It just sort of slots into place, and we'll see how that goes. But I've got to say, I am pleasantly surprised with this. A nice touch that they have put in this. Now, with the original Toyota unit, you would have to in some way fabricate how you are going to fit your screen in the car. But what you've got here is bend tabs to actually fit the unit in, to, you know, press fit it in. And not only that, I don't know if you can see this red tape here. They've actually pre-taped the inside edge lip with 3M tape. So not only do you have the tabs that hold the unit into place, but you also have the sticky 3M tape to sort of stick that to it. Got a bit of stuff coming off there. It's the finish of it is, you know, you get that sort of leatherette finish on dashboards and things. It's finished in that kind of finish, rather than it being it's not sort of smooth. Hope the camera is sort of picking that up. Ignore the sort of, it's black, ignore the dust, it's got dust on it. That'll wipe off. I'm not concerned with that at all. But the edges are nice, the sides there are uniform. The edge along the top here is you know, it's not out of proportion. It's got a proper sweeping curve there. As you look at the unit itself, I mean, I am impressed. I mean, this thing is solid. I am proper impressed with this. I'll be perfectly honest. I did wonder what it was going to be like, but I've got to say, I can't wait to see what this looks like in the car. I really can't. It is a nice product, and it's nicely finished. So let's just see. line this screen. Oh. Okay. So I'll try and hold that. I'm having a bit of trouble trying to. You get the gist anyway. That's what the screen will sort of look like in there. I think what I might well do is perhaps tape off the Samsung logo. I'll do something with that to get rid of it. And perhaps just put a black vinyl overlay around there, leaving the buttons on this side. But let's just see if I can just bend these around here. I think it's I do like these tabs. I think, yeah, I mean the tape is definitely going to help, but let me just switch that screen back on there. I'll talk through how I set this up as well. So yeah, so that's how we're going to be looking in terms of how the screen's going to look in that unit. And I've got to say, I am pretty damn pleased with this. Okay, so if I'm going to be overly critical with it, I'm just trying to line this up. If I'm being overly critical, the line under here has got a slight curve to it, and there's a bit of a curve onto this part here, but I plan on 3M taping that, because I've seen actually on the standard Toyota one, the front of this here does tend to bow up, which I don't think looks very good, and because the fiberglass does have some flex to it, you should be able to, if you want to, just bond that down to the thing. Overall, I think it's a very nice product. I wouldn't have any qualms with ordering other stuff from those suppliers. It's a nice product. So next video, or the second part should I say of this video, is going to be dependent on the weather, because unfortunately I don't have a garage. I have to do the work on my car, like probably a lot of people who watch my videos, on the driveway. So the weather is quite bad here at the moment. So as soon as we get a good day's weather, I shall be installing this into the car. I'm waiting on a few parts at the moment. I'm waiting for the USB power supply to come through, because I'm going to hardwire the power to the unit from behind the dash. So we'll see how we go. So thank you very much, CL Performance and MidshipGarage. You've made a nice product there. I look forward to putting it in the car. If you've got any questions, as I've said before, about the unit, please leave a comment for me. Also, if you're an MR2 owner who owns the original Toyota Navpod, I'd be interested to know your views on what you think of that as a product. Has that got any failings? Is there things you liked about that that you think is worth the wait, if you like? Because I waited a while and had a search in Japan for these units. They do come up from time to time, but they're pretty scarce. And even then, you're looking at, you know, from UK prices, you're looking at £100 plus for the unit, and then you've got to import the thing in to the UK. So, you know, comparable cost. I haven't got another original Toyota one here to be able to compare like for like. But I'm very pleased with this. So there we go. Just finishing off, I've got a lot of projects coming up this year, a lot of things and different videos I want to do. I'm going to do some tool videos. I've had some people ask me for a toolbox tour. I've actually just ordered some new tool storage this last weekend. Ordered a new cabinet and top box, so that should hopefully be here this week. And my workshop shed that it all lives in, this year I'm going to be tearing that down and rebuilding a new bigger one, so that should be interesting, but that's going to have to wait for the better weather because it's too cold for setting concrete and things at the moment to be able to do that. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and you'll get to see part 2 of this particular Navpod. Thanks for watching.